In the first week of January 2021, we traveled to Rajasthan. It was a week-long road trip and our destinations were Jaipur, Udaipur and Chittor. Now everybody knows that winter is the best time to visit Rajasthan and you would expect bright sunny weather with a pleasant chill in the air. But surprisingly the weather in our entire trip was unusual, barring Chittor. Jaipur was gloomy with a grey sky looming over the pink city. I wanted to capture the beauty of Jaipur in its full glory, but sadly that was not to be. To make things more complicated for tourists, there was a curfew from 7 in the evening on all over Rajasthan to prevent the spread of COVID. In fact, from the first day of our trip, we were getting the vibes of an unusual trip. Okay, so let's go back to day one. You see those rain-soaked roads? That's what we got as we started our trip. On the morning of 3rd January, we woke up to a rainy morning. Non-stop rain throughout the night had left the streets waterlogged and a dark sky made it clear that the rain was not going to stop anytime soon. We wanted to start as early as possible but could not start before 8:30. At times it was really difficult driving on the Jaipur highway. Although it's a smooth ride to Jaipur from Delhi or Gurgaon that one can complete in less than 4 hours, today was not one of those days. After about 45 minutes of driving, we managed to leave the rain behind. Just as we were about to give out a sigh of relief, we bumped into another stumbling block. If you have seen my Kasauli vlog, you would remember that I had mentioned about the ongoing farmers' agitation. Although in that trip we didn't have to face any problem, this time we witnessed the deployment of the force to handle any trouble. And the number of policemen, the rapid action force was substantial. We got out of that mess and hit the road again. It felt good to finally be driving without the onslaught of rain. And when we stopped to have our breakfast and tea, we realized that we had forgotten one important piece of our luggage. A bag carrying things that are crucial for any trip, like toothbrush, some food, medicines, my gimbal and other things. Thankfully, our breakfast was there, so we had it in pin drop silence. In reality, both of us were thinking how to escape being blamed for that mistake. अब क्या करें? वापस तो नहीं जा सकते। তাই আবার শুরু হলো আমাদের যাত্রা। We had our booking at Park Prime, a hotel on Prithviraj Road near Statue Circle in Jaipur. We had lost enough time. It was 4 o'clock by the time we reached the periphery of Jaipur. Our initial plan was to reach Jaipur by 2 o'clock in the afternoon and spend some daytime there. Now it looked like we were not going to reach our hotel before at least 5. As we neared Jaipur, we decided to drive by Amer Fort, one of the most popular tourist destinations of Jaipur. Amer Fort is located about 13 kilometers from Jaipur. According to history, Raja Man Singh I started constructing this fort in the year 1592. But there were already remains of a previously built 11th century fort on which Amer Fort was built. In those times, it was the main center of the princely state of Jaipur. The sheer size and architecture of this fort is truly awe-inspiring. An interesting fact about Amer Fort is that at the entrance of the palace, there is a temple of Shila Devi, whose idol was brought by Raja Man Singh from Jaipur in Bengal. This is our room, 415. Let me show you what we have got here. This is Hotel Park Prime, and as you enter, this is how it looks. There is an almirah here with a safety locker, large mirror, and as you turn left, you see some decoration here, and then on the left side you have the washroom, nice and clean, with a bathtub here, so you can spend some time here pampering yourself. Then as you come here, this is the bed with two bedside tables, nice lighting done, the TV here, and the curtains. Let me show you the view. This is Jaipur city. So if you remove the curtains, you get a glimpse of the city, the skyline of Jaipur, which is quite foggy today. You must have seen how we drove through rain and hailstorm. This is the other side of the room with a nice view. Again, a lot of fog, but it looks nice. I quite like it. In fact, this is the first time I'm seeing Jaipur in this way. Never have I seen so much fog on Jaipur. Jaipur has always been bright and sunny, crisp weather. So that's the room. We will go out and we will just walk around a little. Tomorrow we have to leave for Udaipur, which is going to be another 6-7 hours journey, which might take a little longer for us. Today is the only time we have. Today we will just spend some time here, but there is a night curfew which starts at 7 o'clock, I guess. So we have to come back before 7, and then we will just spend the rest of the day here in the room, have dinner, and tomorrow we'll have breakfast and leave for Udaipur. So stay with us and enjoy the trip with us.